The reason we have 2 llamas and 1 alpaca is so that people can easily see the difference between llamas and an alpaca. If you saw a llama one day and an alpaca another day, you might not necessarily recognize the difference between the two. But when you see them right next to each other, you can very plainly see that llamas have these great big ears, alpacas have little ears. Llamas are kind of flat on top of the head. Alpacas, well, his hair's all laying down right now, but they get the big fluffy thing on top of their head. And a llama is a whole lot bigger than an alpaca is, but they are all members of the camelid family. So the living members of the camelid family are camels, llamas, alpacas, vicunas, in that order of size. So we have camels, llamas, and 1 alpaca here. We don't have any vicunas. Those are pretty much all owned by South American governments, and they don't want to let them get out too many places. But just so people can, again, understand some of the relationships between animals and some of the differences between animals. That animals of the same kind have a lot of the same similar characteristics, and animals of different kinds don't. Good morning, Ed. You want to go outside, baby? Come here, baby. Oh, good boy. It's funny that he makes the loud grumbly noise, but he sticks his head down into the halter because he wants to go. He just wants to, you know, act like he doesn't want to go. Hey, boo-boo. So these guys were not outside yesterday because it rained. And the only weather that a camel isn't good with is rain. They have big flat feet, and they are like ducks on ice skates. Boo-boo's coming too. These guys are utterly codependent. They won't walk one without the other. And so Ed is saying, well, wait, is Boo-boo coming? Hey, come here, Boo-boo. Come here, baby. Come on. Let's go, baby. It's not raining. Come on. No, we're not going to Boo-boo's stall. Come on, Boo-boo. Watch your step. There's mud. Come on, Boo-boo. What do you think Marty's doing this morning? Let's go find out. And we got to go look for eggs. We got to go see if there's emu eggs. You want to go with me? Huh? Come on, Boo-boo. Watch your step, boys. It's muddy. Come on, Boo-boo. Good babies. Good babies. We're going to go look for emu eggs. So there was this black bucket laying in the corner over here, and the emu laid an egg next to that like 3 times. Now I guess somebody was picking up the field to move the bucket. I don't know why the bucket made a secure place for an emu to lay an egg, but whatever. No one has ever accused an emu of being a genius. They're pretty much profoundly stupid. And they like to lay them over here sometimes in this pile of stuff, which is why the pile is still here. And the emus sometimes chase me while I look for emu eggs. Hey, Marty, how you doing, buddy? Oh, I don't have a carrot with me, dude. The emus sometimes chase me while I look for the eggs. And if they do, a boo is going to come and run the emus off. I imagine a lot of people are excited about the fall weather coming. I do not share their enthusiasm. I like it hot. My favorite place is Hawaii. Just too expensive to live there. I honestly considered moving there at one point, but I just couldn't figure out how my kids would ever support themselves on the economy of Hawaii. But I used to go there every year, and we would go first to Oahu, because Dive Oahu, wonderful organization, at least they were 10 years ago, had a 5-day dive package. You could go as often as the boat went for one price. And you could dive on the YO, and you could dive on the airplane wings, and there were some tiger sharks that hung out by the airplane wings. And the only thing you really had to pay extra for on the 5-day dive package was nitrox and DPVs. So that was a lot of fun. Then we would go over to the Big Island, and it's funny, I used to say when I was a kid this stupid little thing for no apparent reason, that when I was grown I was going to live on the flat rolling mountainous countryside near the city on the beach, where it's never too hot, never too cold, and never rains because the ground is watered with a mist. And much to my surprise, the place actually exists. It's called North Kohala Ranch on the Big Island of Hawaii, and it's shaped, you know, like this. And you buy your lot according to what you want your daytime high to be. It's pretty amazing. So if you want your daytime high to be like 85 in the summer, 80 in the winter, you buy the first 1,000 feet of elevation. And for every 1,000 feet that you go up, you lose 5 degrees on the daytime high. And that ranch has, I think, 5,000 feet of elevation change. So, you know, every 1,000 feet is 5 degrees. So you can pick your lot by what you want your daytime high to be. Pretty amazing. And so anyway, that whole ranch is watered by a gravity-fed sprinkler system that they have huge catchment systems up on the top of Mauna Kea. And, or no, Mauna Loa, I guess, is where their catchment tanks are. And the whole thing is gravity fed by sprinkler system, so it's lush and green, but it's on the desert side of the island, so it's never ever rained on that ranch. It's like the perfect place to live if it wasn't so doggone expensive. And then we would go over to Kauai, the Garden Isle, which is where we spent most of the time that we ever spent in Hawaii. And my favorite things about Kauai, we would go up to Bali High Villas, which is a Wyndham place. And Greg Winston, my good friend Greg Winston, I'll have to figure out how to tag him in one of these one day. He runs a dive company up there, and he has a board shop, and he's a great guy. If you're going diving in Hawaii, look for Greg Winston. I think his company's called Llama Kai or something like that. But awesome diver. Hey, Boo Boo. What you doing, baby? Oh, he's a good boy. He's a good boy. No eggs today, Boo Boo. No emus chasing. No job for you. You need a scratch? Oh, good boy. You need some scratches. You need some loving. Oh, now Ed's jealous. Ed's gonna be jealous. But he's gonna act like he's not. He's gonna stand 10 feet away. Think we should give Ed some lovins? Let's see. Hey, Ed. You need a scratch too, buddy? Oh, come here. Oh, come here. People think that's your angry noise. I don't think you're angry right now, are you? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yes, sir. Oh, what a good baby you are. Oh boy. So yeah, we would go over to Kauai for the rest of the time. My kids love to go down to Honolulu because in Honolulu it's like the most amazing place to learn to surf, because it's like, you know, that ocean comes in this direction, so it stacks up in the back, and it's like 3 to 5 feet all the time where it stacks up in the back, and it's 1 to 3 feet on both sides like all of the time. And I'm not a surfer, but good buddy of mine that was my 5-year-old's Sunday school teacher, had been a surfer for all his life, so I sent him to Kauai one year, and he said he surfed more tubes in one day in Kauai than he had in his entire life as a surfer, and he was not a young man. But love Hawaii, great place. Well, guys, I got to go do some other stuff. Farm work never ends. But talk to you for a minute there while I look for eggs. Maybe that'll be a daily thing, who knows. Hey guys, I want to show you a couple things about some lizards and the way they shed today. So this one is Tootsie. This is a bearded dragon. And you can see her that her normal color is this orange color. And she has just started to shed her skin off. And you can see that as it sheds, she's a very much lighter color. Underneath, this orangish skin, this orangish layer of skin peels off. And then underneath, she's basically white. And then she's going to turn back to her natural color over time. Conversely, here is Willie, our iguana. And Willie is also shedding right now. As you can see, he's losing just big old hunks at a time. And his comes off basically clear. So while he's shedding, this clear skin that's coming off of him makes him be very dull colored all over his body. But you can see that on this flap here, he's already started to shed. And underneath, his skin is the brighter coppery color. So like if you look at his arm right here, you can see right here, it has already shed. Right here, it hasn't shed yet. And as he sheds, he gets his brighter color back. So that's just a little bit about lizards and the way that they shed. So I'll try to remember to post another video here in, I don't know, maybe several days after these two have finished shedding, and you can see the way that they turn out. And then they'll turn back to the colors. This one will turn back the color that she is right now. This guy will turn a whole lot brighter color than he currently is. Talk to you guys later.
Not something you get to see every day. Is babies
You mean
over.
everyone else doesn't have sloths pee over their kitchen chairs?
No, that's special just for you,
Okay,
John.
so John, if you wanna, I'm gonna put her down inside here,
Yeah?
and she's gonna wanna be clinging onto me.
Uh-huh.
And if you wanna,
Oh, so I get the glory of the back end.
if
See
you
the
want-
way it works? That's...
Okay, so. Oh, okay, there you go, girl.
Oh, see, she wants me. She wants you to hose her hiney.
I know.
Oh, I gotta think that feels pretty good, to be honest with you.
I know. All right, go ahead and get some soap on her. Hi, baby girl. Hello. Hello. How are you? Hi. What are you doing? Hello. Come here. Come here. Hello. Hi. Hey. Oh, you're giving me kisses? Oh, you're giving me kisses? Hi there. Hello. She doesn't usually do that.
No.
Gorgeous lizards. Now, like all reptiles, he has a tongue and he's got a nostril, and that's what he uses to sense around most of his environment. But if you look in the middle of his head right here, around here where his brain is, he he's got what's called a Jacobson's organ. And so what he does is he flicks his tongue out when he's processing his environment, and he picks up all the chemical information of what's around him, and then that goes into the Jacobson's organ for processing. It helps make them kind of have like a fifth sense or something like that, you know? It's like they've already got really great eyesight, they already can hear pretty well, they already got good smell and good taste, but they need more to be able to survive in the wild. So they have this really cool adaptation with the Jacobson's organ that helps them process the environment. But real big lizards, like you said, and real meaty. In Costa Rica, I think they eat these guys and call them chicken of the trees. So I would never eat one. I don't know what they taste like, but yeah, it's pretty cool to see pretty healthy, just great looking green iguanas like this. I mean, this guy is so big, just so.
See the way that his shoulders can turn like more than 180 from his hips.
completely draws up.
He can just.
You're a flexible critter.
He is.
You
He's
are.
a very flexible critter. So sloths are slow. Sloths are famously slow. But sloths are slow in ways you don't think about a sloth being slow. So sloths are slow not only in their digestion, they're slow in their metabolism, their metabolic processes. They're slow in every way that an animal can be slow. So slow in their digestion. The first studies on how slowly a sloth digests its food, they took some tiny glass beads and they put them into some sloth's food, and they just waited to see how long it took those glass beads to come out the other end. And that was between 61 and 64 days. So that was where they started out